to Progressive Movement Towards Christ. This is Pastor Keith, and I'm here to give you another sermon. You can reach us at any podcast venue that you listen to, including iHeartRadio, Google+, Apple, any podcast venue that you listen to. And again, this is Pastor Keith with Progressive Movement Towards Christ Church, and I'm here to give you a sermon on the wrath of God. Yes, the wrath of God. And you can reach us at www.movementtowardschrist.com. That's www.movementtowardschrist.com. Let's begin our sermon. Let's talk a little bit about the wrath of God. Now, the wrath of God it's a deadly wrath. It's unforgiving wrath. There's nothing good about it except that He's getting rid of certain people that are in the devil's hands at this time and won't change. Just won't change. They do all the 7 deadly sins, and everything you can name of homosexuality, bigotry, adultery, everything you can imagine they do, and that's why the wrath of God has to come sooner or later. Just like when Noah built the ark, and he reigned for 40 days and 40 nights, and God saved 2 of every animal in Noah's family. And after that, the earth was cleared of all vegetation, all human beings, and all living creatures except for the ones that Noah had on the boat. And that's why it is the wrath of God, because it certainly could kill millions and billions and whatever. One, you can kill one. The wrath of God could kill one, but He can kill multitudes of people at one time if they deserve it. First, we're coming out of Isaiah 13:5-11. It says, "They came from a far country, from the end of heaven, even the Lord and the weapons of His wrath, to destroy all the land. Howl, for the day of Yahweh is at hand. It shall come as destruction from the Almighty. Behold, the day of the Lord comes, cruel both with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate, and He shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it. And I will punish the world for their evil, and the wicked for their iniquity, and I will cause the arrogance of the proud to cease, and lay low the hauntedness of the terrible." Just like I was saying before, He did in Isaiah 13:5-11, He states that He will desolate the land. That means wipe it clean. That means wipe it clean of all the sinners thereof in it. The arrogant people that are so proud in their own right, not God's right, in their own right to cease to exist. The Lord becomes cruel both with wrath and with fierce anger. I mean, hey, if God can do this, I would fear God, and I do fear God, and all of God's children, all the Christians out there fear God because of His wrath, because of His power. He can give you everything, or He can take away everything. So be sure to walk with Him and not against Him, because His wrath may come. It may not come right now. It may not come a day from now, a week from now, a year from now, 10 years from now. But when you're standing in front of that narrow gate, it will come. His wrath will come, and you shall have that second death. Now in Isaiah 13:12 it reads, "I will make a mortal more rare than fine gold, and a man than the gold of Ophir." I will make a mortal more rare than fine gold. Fine gold is very rare, but to reduce man in numbers to be rarer than fine gold, he can do, and he's willing to do, to save us, to save the children of God. So you understand, he can be a happy God and he can be an angry God. Now in Isaiah 66 it reads, in 15 it reads, for behold, the Lord will come in fire, and his chariots like the whirlwind, to render his anger with fury, and his rebuke with flames of fire. So he rebukes us because we are sinners. And we sin so much, he doesn't want us to walk the earth anymore. So he destroys us. And he comes with anger and fury. It's not like he comes, oh, you're gone, you're gone, you're gone. A whirlwind comes and destroys us in a lake of fire and flames of fire. And Isaiah 66 and 16 it reads, for the Lord will execute judgment by fire, and his sword on all flesh, and those slain by the Lord will be many. Will be many. And those slain by the Lord will be many. Like I said before, he can just show his wrath on one of us, on 100 of us, on 1,000 of us, on 1,000,000 of us. But he can show wrath on 1,000,000,000 of us. Because that's how powerful our Lord is. Now Zephaniah 1 and 18, neither silver nor gold will be able to deliver them on the day of the Lord's wrath, and all earth will be devoured in fire of his jealousy, for he will make a complete end, indeed a terrifying one, of all the inhabitants of the earth. It is preceded and are accompanied by signs. There are many signs that the end of the world is coming, and we just look the other way and want to live our sinful lives. Now in Joel 2 and 30 it says, I will display wonders in the sky and on earth, blood, fire, and columns of smoke. We're polluting the air. If you look up, it's just like a thick smoke in the air, and the fire is, have you ever seen the clouds red? I have. Now in Job 31, the sun will be turned into darkness and the moon into blood before the great and awesome day of the Lord comes. So we'll have warning, but it will come in a time that the Lord decides it to come, not when we're ready. It can come tomorrow. It could come next week. It could come a year from now. We don't know, because only God knows. Now in Isaiah 13 and 10, for the stars of the heaven and the constellations thereof shall not give their light. The sun shall be darkened in his going forth, and the moon shall not cause her light to shine either. So that's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen. The sun will go dark. The moon will go dark. And then the Lord will come down on us. In Isaiah 13:13, therefore I will shake the heavens, and the earth shall remove out of her place in the wrath of the Lord hosts, and in the day of his fierce anger. So of course, if the earth moved out of its place, it'd be total destruction anyway. Darkness would lead to cold weather below zero. There shall be no light, there shall be no heat, and the earth shall move out of its rotation. And destruction of the earth would be imminent at that time, with God in his chariot burning us. Now in Revelation 6 and 17 it says, the great day of the wrath has come, and who is able to stand? Who is able to stand? In Revelation 11:18 it says, your wrath came, and the time came for the dead to be judged, and the time to reward your bond servants, the prophets and the saints, and those who fear your name, the small and the great, and to destroy those who destroy the earth. And the wrath of God starts with the 7 trumpets and ends with the 7 bowls of wrath. In Revelation 15:17, 7 golden bowls that were full of his anger of God. In Revelation 16, it says, I heard a great voice out of the temple saying to the 7 angels, go your ways and pour out the bowls of wrath upon the earth. Bowls of wrath. Again, we're talking about the wrath of God and how it could be overpowering, how it could kill all of us. You know what? One swipe of his hand and we can all be dead. He sends his angels down to destroy us. In 6:12, Revelation 6:12, it says, when he opened the 6th seal and a great earthquake occurred, and the sun became black as a sackcloth of hair, and the entire moon became blood, and the stars of heaven fell. In Mark 13:24 and 25, it says, the sun will be darkened, and the moon will not give its light, and the stars will be falling out of heaven, and the powers of the heavens will be shaken. His wrath is so powerful that he shakes heaven when he's going to come down here and destroy the earth. In Luke 21:25 and 26 says, there will be signs in the sun and the moon and the stars and the heaven, anguish of nations, for the powers of heavens will be shaken. In Acts 2 and 20, the sun shall be turned into darkness and the moon into blood before the great and notable day of the Lord come. Before the Messiah returns and rapture takes place, these aforementioned signs have to occur. We are looking forward to the fulfillment of these prophecies and the sign of his coming. If you want to know where we stand in the timeline of these properties, you have to understand that God-fearing people, his people, will be pulled up into heaven, and the wrath on this earth will be and will destroy all the evil on this earth, all the pagans that are here. Like I said, we live in a paganistic world, and people are dropping out of church like flies. So I don't know. I don't know when that day will come, but it will come. And we will see the rapture. And we will see the sun go out, the moon go out, the stars falling from the skies, fire and torment on the earth. Some people say they can't wait till that day comes. And some people say they want to live a little longer. But this is in God's hands, not ours. So beware. What side are you on? What side do you really want to be on after this sermon, the wrath of God? I know what side I'm on. And I know what side I'm going to stay on. So this is Pastor Keith with Progressive Movement Towards Christ Church. And I just want to say good day, and have a blessed day, a blessed week, a blessed life. And invite your family and friends and peers to listen to our sermons as we venture forward into God's words. And again, you can hear us on any podcast venue that you listen to, and you can go to www.movementtowards.Christ.com. That's www.movementtowards.Christ.com, and see live sermons and listen to our podcast, and invite your family and friends. And again, God bless you, and you have a good day.